What company do you think has the best chance of changing the world over the next 20 years?
I am in love with Starlink. I really
Yeah.
think
Good one.
Starlink is going to be like this generation's version of AOL. And I think people forget like how big AOL was. They got the like middle of America connected to the internet. I think this global access at high speeds and you can take fast internet capability with you anywhere. It's going to change the game. And this is a great infrastructure project as well. Like I felt like in a social media era, all the capital was going to people that built social media apps. And now that their business model is dying a little bit, or like the predominant players are there and they're not going to be moved, I think Elon did a great job in building something that's needed. No one's using landlines, but you kind of need that infrastructure of telecom there. He's built a sexy telecom. So if we go to the desert and go to Burning Man, we can still stream and be connected to our loved ones, or go to Abu Dhabi or Lake Como, right? If we get a better driver of the boat, we probably can do the show from the boat. So I think this is one of the brands that is going to do incredibly well. I'm excited about the IPO. We talked about Stripe before. They missed their window. I don't think Elon, given some of the issues that he's had with Twitter, he's going to make up for that loss on Twitter for sure with Starlink. SpaceX, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to let him break through the firmament. But Starlink is going to be a star IPO, star brand, and I think it's going to be a company that actually does change the world.
I think Neuralink is something that is going to change the world for
Talk
sure.
about it.
Yeah, when you talk about, pretty much a computer inside your head, there's so much endless possibilities. I was just thinking, being out here, and what if you could put a chip in your brain and you could speak every language in the world, right? How convenient would that be? As opposed to trying to use a translator or trying to learn a language. Takes years to learn languages, like, because most people outside of America know at least 2 languages. Most Americans only know English. But imagine if you could just put the chip in your brain and go to Japan and just speak fluent Japanese and understand it as well. There's endless possibilities. Extremely dangerous, obviously, and scary. But once again, Elon Musk, guy's got his hands in everything. If you really think about it, it's kind of scary that when you look at, the 2 companies that we just named, we didn't even talk. We didn't even talk about SpaceX. That's another one. So it's like, he could potentially have 4 of the most powerful companies in the world.
Are you done? I wasn't sure.
No, I'm just saying if he has 4, I don't think that's ever been done before in human history. Where one person controlled, 4 companies, multi-billion-dollar valuations, and so powerful, from transportation to human brain networking to internet.
When you put it like that, and that's an index, like for one person to own, those could be the big 4 by 2050 or 2040.
Yeah. Did you see where he traveled today?
Where is he?
You saw where he traveled today?
No, where is he?
He is in Israel. He said that he wants to help rebuild Gaza. I digress, but I know you want to comment on that.
So why is he in Israel if he wants to rebuild Gaza?
Well, he's meeting with Prime Minister.
He should stay out of this. He should stay out of that situation.
That's where he's at today.
His best bet is just to shut up when it comes to geopolitical politics, because he's trying to do damage control, and he should just stay focused on what he needs to stay focused on.
You think it's a PR move?
I think it's 100% a PR move as far as him going to Israel. Obviously, everything that happened on Twitter last week, and everybody was calling him anti-Semitic. So I think he's trying to save face. But I just think he just does a lot of unnecessarily. He does things that are unnecessary and causes a lot of issues for himself unnecessarily. I get that he's a celebrity and he's playing to that, and he's the biggest, business personality in the world. I understand, it's valuable to his brand, but I think it's a thin line between being a celebrity and just putting yourself in a situation where you have to now you got to try to fix what you said and you try to get back sponsors and show
Yeah.
face and do it. It's just like
Going back to
if
your
you
Elon and Kanye point.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I will take those are great companies that you both named. I was thinking along those same lines, but I think initially I was thinking Microsoft, but I'm going to go with Google, just because the level of infrastructure, the ability to create product, the innovation, and we talked about it last week, where even we were speaking about ChatGPT as an idea. Well, where was it birthed? Right before OpenAI was a company, the idea was at Google. The
Yeah.
DeepMind was at Google, still is. And so we're talking about infrastructure, product, but the most important thing that they have that only Zuckerberg can really challenge is data. Nobody has more than them, right? They can challenge Zuckerberg.
Good
Zuckerberg,
point.
obviously, with Facebook, and so they have the key components, the digital gold of our generation. They have the key to it. They have the ability to put out product in this
Yeah.
AI space, right? Because even when we talk about the competitors, who's in the AI space, we talk Microsoft with OpenAI, but Google's been there from the beginning, and so they have the board. They have great leadership. I think we haven't seen the best of what's to come from Google, and that's saying a lot. With it being one of the best 7 companies by market cap in the country, I think we haven't seen that go-to product from them yet, right? Like the Pixel's a cool phone, but they don't have the product, and so
Yeah. They don't have
maybe
it yet.
not putting a chip in your brain. But what if there was a device that, and we saw that, right? That you put a device on you that translates for you right there, that's less invasive, right? Because some people will want to have the chip in their brain, but there'll be a bunch of people that say that's too invasive. But having a product, right? Like the Apple has the iPhone. What is Google's product?
Yeah.
Um, I think they have the ability to do that with their level of talent that's inside that company. So I would say Google.
It's a nice lineup. Neuralink, Starlink, Google.
Well,
Gonna be
Alphabet.
hard to lose. Or Alphabet, yeah. Hard to
Yeah.
lose. Hard to lose.